Hi, this is Dee with Critical Break. I hope you have had an awesome week. Mine's been really probably one of the hardest, but one of the best weeks at the same time. Anyway, so much stuff to talk about. Tons. I don't even know where to begin. I'll begin with this, though. This stream, what the information here is for all backgrounds. That means all religions, all ethnic backgrounds. This is about the planet, you all, and much more. Many of you will shake your heads in disbelief, but I ask you to please just sit with the information that I bring forth and try to listen with your heart, brain, and then reconcile that with your head brain. Just sit with the information. I think you'll find that what I'm saying is absolutely correct. Anyway, yeah. Crazy week. And like I said, I don't even know where to begin. My son just left a little while ago, and he and one of his buddies were here since Thanksgiving. So it's been kind of crazy around here, but fun. It's always good to have them around. Let's see where to begin today. Let's see. How about hello, Miss Monica. It's great to see you. It's great to see all of you. Anyway, it is dark here because we had a storm move in. The day started out beautiful and sunny, and as I requested, because last night when I was going to sleep, I said, please let it be sunny tomorrow so I can actually film myself playing with my hands. You'll understand why in a little while. But it was sunny, absolutely stunning out, and more normal for this time of year for here. And then a storm that's moved in from Kansas, where they've shut down a major interstate, I-70, is on its way. And it's really windy. And yeah, it's gonna get, well, guess what? It's snowing right now. It just started. Yep, it is snowing. Okay, we're in for it. It's a good thing I don't need anything. Anyway, yeah, I don't even know where to begin with this week. It's just been really hectic because here in the US they had Thanksgiving on Thursday, and that brings with it all kinds of, the family thing, and so there was that added stuff going on and some miscommunication going on with some family members. So we got the dinner done, yay. But I was extremely worn out and going into anaphylaxis before it was all said and done. So, yeah, it's been a hard week. I spent some time speaking with another incarnate on Skype, and just soon after we started speaking, I had a military jet go just behind the house here, low level, within the same flight path or level that the life flight helicopter goes. And I felt bad because I did one of these numbers to him and turned and looked out the window. And it felt kind of rude, but at the same time, it's like, okay, what's up? What's going on? Because I could hear it, coming and going behind the house. And I'm like, okay, yeah, they're flying. Yeah, not in the normal space they're supposed to be in. And it was interesting, the timing of that. But let's see, what else happened this week? So much. I'll just start with this. I had some visions. And let me look at the page so I can read this off to you all. Some visions. So here goes. I'm just going to read what I wrote. Hello, Sir Salted. SS. It's usually what I call him. He calls me CB and I call him SS. It's great to see you. Okay, I'm going to read this off. And this gets really crazy and really fascinating. And I'm just going to read off what I wrote to somebody else right after all this occurred. I tried, this would have been Friday, the 23rd, day after Thanksgiving at 9:12 p.m. I tried to lay down today, since yesterday was a hot mess of a day, but good at the same time. But I am beat today. I drifted off to sleep for only a few minutes, perhaps 20 at the most. I woke with visions going through my head. This happens often. And it's like, it's hard to describe, but it's like whatever's going on astrally comes into the 3D with me. It's really wild. But these visions going through my head were diagrams of pyramids, the internals, and other structures, not just pyramids, and a book I was reading. But as I was coming out into the 3D, suddenly I couldn't read the language on the page anymore. But I did see the number 74 on the page, and it reminded me of an entry in a Bible, like numbered passages, because there were other numbers like that on the page as well. But the number 74 was there. And I was trying to get the darn thing to focus in. And it stayed with me a long time, but I couldn't quite, there was words I was trying to focus on, so I at least have some words to go with it. But the only thing I could really bring up was the number 74 off the page. Anyway, let's see. I could see the book for a good long while, but was having a hard time getting it to focus. Once it faded, I could see the faces of Adonai and Gabriel. The eyes is what I noticed the most. And then I've had other waking visions like this during the past year. Maps, game plans, objectives, you name it. And then I got this code. Like I said, I only was able to just drift off to sleep and then right back up again. Maybe 20 minutes max. And then a little while later, I got this code when I gave up trying to sleep. When I looked at the code, several things jumped off the page at me. So I followed the breadcrumbs. Okay, the code that I got was 525. And 525 was messages for me for instructions on what I need to do. But I think the code was really directed at others. But the things that popped off the page first, and this is just what I typed. And if you want to, you can go to the gematria calculator and look up 525. But what was there was, look for the sign, all interconnected, good night goddess, star of Isis, got to go to bed, daydream, be like the stars, got to take a nap, I dreamt or didn't I, daydream, pentacle in left hand, goddess of Archangel Mike. And there was other things in there too, but those really stood out. And I'm like, pentacle in left hand. Now, one thing that's interesting is I keep getting the telepathy to go lay down and take a nap, and I'll suddenly get tired, and I shouldn't be tired for any reason. So I think that's by design. I think it's to speed up some things that are going on, and maybe, the codes we're talking about. The angel with a light speed education. That's me, because it has been. And it's ongoing. It's every day, all day long, and then when I lay down at night too. It never stops. It's like 24/7. And so, and all that while trying to live somewhat a normal life, whatever that means. So I was like, okay, I need to look at my hand. So I started looking at my hand. And lo and behold, the code told me exactly what was there. A pentacle on my left hand. But oh, there was more. And I do have M's on both hands as well. And other things. But so I did a video this morning for you all, so you can see my hands. It seems ridiculous, but yeah. I never paid attention to things on my hands. The first time you always hear people talking about your lifeline and how long it is and things, and but beyond that, never thought twice about my hands. They're small, but yeah, hands. But evidently, the palms of your hands tell a story. And mine have some interesting things going on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at the screen, see how everybody's doing. Miss Tamu. Tamu, you're so awesome. It's great to see you too. I'm going to share screen and show you that video I made you guys this morning. So give me just a second. Let me pull up the video. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Okay. It's thinking about it. Okay, stop. All right. So Here we go. Off to the races. You know the drill. Here we go. Okay. This is my hand. Yeah, the fun never stops. Here we go. Show and tell. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear what I say. I should have done this someplace where I could steady my hand a little bit better. I really wanted to use a highlighter marker, but I couldn't find them. Pentagon. Right here. And star. Part of this star, as you see, it's upright. Part of this star makes up my M. This line, this line, this line, and this line. It's my M. Now that's my left hand. Just like the code indicated. So when I hold my hand up, to somebody, it's upright. The right hand. Something interesting. This spot right here in the middle, in my right hand, others have that spot too. It looks like a wound. See how the skin is burning away from it? I don't know when that showed up, to be honest. But others have it too. And you look at my hand, you can see the M here too. But yeah, we have this spot in the middle of our hand. Fascinating. But this is the main reason I did it. The code told me to look at my left hand, so I did. And it showed me exactly. This is interesting. I just now saw this. There's another one here. Wow. I just noticed that. A little one. And it's upright too. I really wanted to use a highlighter so you could see the lines better. But you can, I think with me holding my hand to the side, you can see where those lines are. I got wobbly here. That line goes right there. Another pentagon. Fascinating. If I hold my hand not totally flat, but kind of like that, you can really see where the lines are. I hope. I didn't see that little one until I was sitting here doing this. That's fascinating. Two of them. Well, if I study it long enough, what else let's see. But the code 525 told me to look, and I did. So there it is. Okay. I'll stop sharing screen. Pretty wild, huh? Some more show and tell, but live. You can still see my marks that I made earlier a little bit, some of them, but I found a third one. Look at that one. So yes, the pentacle, pentagram is in my left hand, just like the code stated. So more than once, I might add. Yeah, interesting. I don't know what it means to have more than one, but I do. Pretty crazy. But let's see, what else was I going to share with you all? Hopefully the video isn't lagging horribly, because whenever I do share screens, sometimes it does. Man, it is dark. I've got the light on and it's still dark in here. Let's see. After I did that video today, promptly after I finished, went to the kitchen, went back to the patio door over here, and it had clouded up in like 2 minutes. And I was like, wow, it was just completely sunny, blue sky. So yeah, storm moving in. And I did a video after that of outside because, well, the sun was peeking through the clouds when I was standing outside, and I saw what looked like an outline of an angel and then the outline of 3 doves. right after that. And the sun was trying to peek through different spots in the clouds. It was really pretty, really cool looking. And then I had a really large flock of birds fly by and land in the trees just to the south of the house here. And they were just singing like crazy. And it was kind of a surreal moment after getting done filming that. But um, let's see. I got all kinds of stuff to share with you guys. It's insane. It's like, where do I begin? What do I do next? Let's see. There, that helped, didn't it? You can see me better. Yay. Um, see how everybody's doing. The M evidently stands for Mary Magdalene. Miss Debbie asked. I have an M. What does it mean? Yeah. I had no idea until Miss Ann brought it up. She goes, I have an M. I'm like, M? She's like, yeah, in my palm. And I'm like, looking at my hands, I'm like, yeah, I've got one. Wow, I've got them in both. And I had no idea what she was talking about. I had to ask. I was like, what does the M mean anyway? Anyway, so yeah. I've got lucky hands. I don't know about that. You don't know how many times I've told Edna and Gabriel, couldn't somebody else do this, because yeah, it's the whole thing's it's overwhelming. Somebody would say, "Oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I was her." And it's like, "No, you don't." I feel like I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders and a big mission ahead. So no, you don't. Trust me. Your missions that you all feel like you have, or you have a gut feeling there's something important you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. Trust me. You don't want mine. It's a lot to, yeah, you can imagine. I mean, just sit back and think. Okay, we've got a virus that's been running amok down here. And my job is to try to help get you all to wake up, realize who and what you really are, and become an active member of Team Good to help get rid of this virus. A lot has already been done astrally, out in space, and and dimensionally, as far as that work already, the groundwork's already laid. Basically, right now, what we're doing is what I call the cleanup. It's still ugly work, to say the least. But yeah, we've had some significant victories over the past few years, recent. And this past year, there's been some huge ones as well. So, yeah. So that's good news. Now we just have to follow through and finish up what we started. That's all it is. And we can return this place to Arcadia, what it was always intended to be. Not a soul farm where they're farming your energy in every way conceivably possible. I mean, yeah. But yeah, the visions. And I don't always mention uh, the visions I have or the telepathy that I get. I don't know. It feels like I should carry around a recorder or, a voice recorder or a camera or something all the time. So I can record everything that happens. Because some things I'll forget. I'll do a stream and I'll have notes and everything and still forget things. But we had a really severe cold snap, broke records, really broke them. Um, not this week, but last week. And we had one night got down to 12 degrees, another got down to 10, and then another got down to 8, and that's Fahrenheit. And the second day of that, I was thinking in my head, and that's a lot how telepathy works. I was thinking in my head, what is going on? Why is it so darn cold? This is crazy. It's definitely not typical for here. We broke records every day. And not by a little bit, by a bunch. Over 10 degrees and sometimes, 24 degrees. We broke one of the records by 24 degrees. Insane amount of difference between what it normally is here, even at the very coldest it's ever been. And I got the telepathy back after I complained, man, what is going on? I got the telepathy. It's for your safety. And I'm like, what? And I blew it off, didn't think twice about it. Turns out something that I've been doing besides all the other stuff going on in my life right now with the holiday and yeah, there's been a lot going on. My adopted father, he's an ONEG, and he's in the hospital battling evidently 2 problems. I was aware of one, but now I'm aware of a second one, which I believe is probably heart related. He's been in the hospital now 3 weeks. And so I've got that stress going on. Then I've also had the family miscommunication happening and my mom who suffers from dementia. And between all those things, the stress level is kind of up there, to say the least. Hello, Sir Gerald. Great to see you. And, or I should say, Sir Gerard. Isn't that what Miss Holly calls you all the time, Gerard? It's great to see you, Sir Gerald. But, yeah, it's been an overwhelming week. But yeah, and then all the visions and everything going on. But on top of all that, it's constant research, constant, and I broke away from all the genetic research dealing with our genetics and how they're under attack and the reasons why. Broke away from that at Gabriel's request, pretty much, because I know I'm onto something with that. And it is indeed about our DNA in every way, conceivably, in every way. But the thing that I've been doing is going chronologically from the oldest video made to current on his current channel. And this would be DS, and this is all caps, DS space AHK, I think. Is that right? Let me check. I don't want to say it wrong. I believe it. Yeah, AHK. Okay. So I've been going over those videos from the very oldest one forward. And at first, I was just getting a lot of confirmation on the same things that I've assessed going on down here. And got some names for things I didn't have names for. Then, as I keep watching his work, I'm like, holy cow. Not only is he coming up with the same conclusions, but one of the questions I had was, does he know about the genetics and about the DNA and about us being under attack? And just today, I reached a video. Let me see which one. The actual name of it is AHK Jupiter Ascending Charistus Sick, in all caps, part 1 of 3. And I'll be darned if he didn't. He's aware of it. And I had one of those moments of, I was elated, completely elated. I was like, oh my gosh, he knows. So, Sir Dante and your team of people helping you with your videos, bravo. Absolutely bravo. 100%. And any of you out there that watch this video, go look at his channel and do what I am doing. Start chronologically, go with the oldest video, work your way forward. You won't regret it. That is if you want the truth. And of course, you'll get it here too. Because that's what I'm all about, telling you guys what I know and what I find out. Because if you guys come up with questions that I don't know how to answer, I will do my damnedest to figure out the answers. But his theories, well, it was my theories, but his facts line up with my theories almost 100% perfectly. He even has videos of my little blue friends, the Nomos. Now, he calls them something else, but I know them as the Nomos. And they're very benevolent. They're here. They're part of the team. They're here preventing things from occurring. They have been for a very long time. All you have to do is look at Foo Fighters, because back in World War II, there were pilots reporting Foo Fighters and there were photographs taken. They've been around a very long time. But yeah, they are benevolent. They're part of the team, part of Team Good. And I actually have a name now for what I am technically, which is interesting because I was like, okay, we're called angels. But evidently, based on what his channel is talking about, and it rings true with me, everything I've watched that he's done, 100%, is we're called charistas. Interesting. So, and that planet that I've talked about where I call home, remember how I told you all that the light at that planet, like, it's cloudy all the time for the most part, and the light level is not so intense as it is here on this planet. I knew that much, and I couldn't describe it as a planet really. I just knew it was home. It has some differences a little bit, but really overall, it's not that much different than here. Um, but the light level is definitely different. It's not so intense. I'm like a vampire, basically. I'm super photosensitive. I wear sunglasses even on cloudy days. Uh, it's a thing. Sunglasses are a big deal to me. I don't leave home without them. And even inside of some buildings, it's too bright, and I want to put sunglasses on. But yeah, bravo to you all over on Sir Dante Santori's channel. You all are doing amazing work. And I really am, yeah, ecstatic, elated. I don't even know how to describe it. But yeah, fantastic. So let's see what else. Oh, I was going to share some photographs and pictures. First, I'll stop right here before I do that and ask you guys if you have any questions, and I'll check the chat. Let's see what we got. Okay. Let's see. You all are looking at your hands. You should. You absolutely should. Yeah, crazy, right? Um, oh, Miss Tamu. Yeah, she knows the feeling. Close family in the hospital since Friday. Yeah, serious stress. I hear you. It's yeah, and trying to have a holiday and company and oh my goodness. Yeah. And not feeling well. I went into anaphylaxis on Thanksgiving. Fun times. And was flaring the whole day. Bright red. Um, gem rolled. Yeah, she messes up your name all the time. It's so funny. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna do another. Uh, oh, you have a sore throat. Oh, see, I've had this like thing going on for a while with my sinuses and my left ear wanting to get backed up. And it started doing that again this week too. And I did some stuff to head it off at the pass, but oh my goodness. Yeah. So I hear you. The stress weakens the immune system, and our immune systems are already compromised thanks to the virus because they knew we were coming. But guess what? It didn't work. We win. Oh, your left ear too, huh? Oh my gosh, right? Yeah, hurt and was like pop. Oh, yeah, it was hurting. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But yeah, the thing that he was talking about, something I hadn't brought up in a while in my videos. If you look at some of the old ones, I talk about it. But he talked about Lyme's disease. That's just one of many of their engineered tricks. Um, and it has everything to do with our genetics. Yeah, that started on Plum Island. I did an entire series a few years ago on the unethical human testing and the things that the governments have been doing to you all, to all of us and our children. And if the general public knew what I know about the things that they have done to you all, there would be no governments left on this planet by morning. No, I'm not joking. But people are running around completely asleep and have no idea what's been done to them. But I know what's been done to them. And that's just what I know about it is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm sure there's more that I'm not even aware of. But just based on what I know, I should do another series on that just so you all can have a really good hard look at what your governments are doing to you. Because I can tell you this, the virus is running those governments, and that's why it's happened. They've infiltrated everything, not just the government. They've infiltrated everything. Education system, religion, you name it. There's nothing they haven't infiltrated. Nothing. But bravo, definitely, Sir Dante. Brilliant work. Because I pondered whether you had caught on to what's going on or not. And I finally reached a video where I was like, oh snap, he knows. And that makes me really happy. I'm glad you know. Anyway, so I'm going to share screen, share some pictures and stuff, and see if I can jog my memory. Oh, I have something else to share. You know, when I went out to film the clouds and the way the sun was coming through, and I saw the angel and the 3 doves, and then the flock of birds flew by and all that happened. The wind was picking up because the storm starting to move in. And all of a sudden, I had this leaf fall, a single big giant leaf fall, do one of these numbers in front of me, just right in front of my face, just boom, 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 and land on the ground at my feet. And I picked it up. I got the leaf. And guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me that's not a sign. And I'll tell you, your skin is green. Anyway, yeah. Right in front of my face, it went to one of those numbers, and I was like, what? And I picked it up, and I was like, wow. But yeah, that leaf right there. Pretty cool. Pretty wild, right? Anyway, I've got pictures to share with you all. And let me pull up the first ones I want to show you. There's a couple of videos showing the temperature. No point in sharing those. I already told you what the temperature was, and you can always look it up. Let's see. Oh, this one's pretty because it snowed along with those freezing temperatures. It snowed about 5 or 6 inches. By morning, it had kind of compacted down a bit, but I'll play this video for you because it was really cool looking because it looked like diamonds sparkling in the snow. It was really cool. So let me share screen. Here we go. Off to the races again. Show and tell. Okay. Let's see. These are actual pictures of the snow as it was falling. I guess I'll play this one. That was right in the beginning. It got way deeper. And it was bitter cold. Bitter, bitter cold. I'll go ahead and stop that one. This one just shows the snow sparkling. And I was actually talking during this one. I was just talking about that I needed to nobody could seem to locate my father, and he wasn't returning phone calls and stuff, and nobody knew what was going on, and that's when we discovered he was actually in the hospital. He didn't want anybody to know. But we found out anyway. You can't disappear for that long and somebody not notice. So, yeah, but it was really pretty that morning. But I had a lot on my mind, as you can imagine. Okay. Let's see. Trying to remember what this one is. Oh, boomerangs. I had boomerang. See this boomerang right here? Well, I zoomed in, but there was like boomerang shaped things going on up there. And something that I saw later in a video of Sir Dante's was some of the ships that are in that boomerang shape. But see, there's several um, that went marching across there. And you can see that oh goodness, I'll let that play. Give me just a moment. I have got company. Give me just a sec. I'm going to stop sharing. Give me just a moment. Okay. Be right back. Sorry about that. My son's friend is here, and he's here picking up his things from being here for several days. So he's doing that. He just got off work. Anyway, so back to sharing screen and what I was showing you all. By the way, this friend that's here right now, he was here standing right next to me when Adonai announced how to pronounce his name correctly. Weren't you, Clinton? When Adonai, because I was pronouncing his name wrong, because Gabriel has a sense of humor.
Told them how to pronounce it and got mad about it. Yeah.
Yeah, Adonai. It's funny. Anyway, yeah, he was the one that was here when that occurred. So my witness to that actual event. But back to share screen because I got some more stuff to share. Okay, close that. Go back to this. Oh, I tried to film the deer, but my camera just does not pick up low light. But if you pay attention, you'll see little glimmers of the eyes flashing on the camera. But I was trying to film the deer because the deer come up real close to the house here, and the babies will come up within like 10 feet of me and graze, and they're not afraid of me at all, and they're so pretty. And I sit there talking to them. And yeah, that happens every evening. But I just don't see, you can see the little flashes of their eyes. But my camera just doesn't do well in low light, unfortunately. But let's see. Oh, here's the video that I did today. This video right here is me first checking my hand out. See, if you look at the date, 11/23. That's me the first time looking at my hand going, do I have a pentacle in my hand? A star? Seriously? And it's me examining my hand anyway, but yeah. This is today. I wish I had filmed, had my camera out and running when the angel and 3 doves were up in the sky and the sun had broke through and was shining directly on me. But that's what was going on. See, like I said, we had this beautiful clear blue sky when I first got up and filmed my hand, and then all this started moving in. And now, of course, it's really outside. But anyway. Very interesting sky. A lot going on up there, actually. A lot of people don't realize what they're seeing when they look up, or so many just don't even look up. They're so busy with their day-to-day lives. Look at the rays coming through the clouds. It's really pretty. Super pretty. I know there was more stuff I wanted to share with you all today. But yeah, I should do a series and redo some of the research to see if I can come up with any more. But yeah, I did an entire series on unethical human testing and experimentation. And you all are indeed being experimented on. But part of the reason that occurred is because who and what you are. And I definitely should do that. I do have, I'm going to stop sharing here. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, yeah. It got really cold out there. And Clinton's still getting his things. So sorry for the interruptions, but it is life, isn't it? So, yeah, the stars and stuff, I believe that was kind of more messages for other people. Me, I kind of already sort of acclimated to the idea of who I might be. But bye, Clinton. Anyway, I've already kind of acclimated to who and what I am. And, I let Miss Kelly remote view me, my soul, spirit soul. And it surprised her. I told her it would. She actually sat down to do it. She was like, okay, what am I in for here? She's like, oh, you're right. I'm not entirely human. The biosuit I am in is a hybrid. So are yours. And if you hadn't thought about that yet, start mulling that around in your head a bit, because you are indeed. But I'm definitely I don't know Many of you have abilities, I'm sure of that. As a matter of fact, I think 100% of us with that genetic code are empaths. So we sense and feel other people's emotions, and whether it's happiness or not. Um, and we don't realize, because we've done it our whole lives. We felt that way. We didn't realize it was actually an ability, but it is an ability, because not everybody walking on this planet has that ability. And another thing that I've become acutely aware of is not everybody walking on this planet is just like us. We're different. There's no doubt about it. We're very different. And the thing that I want to impress upon you all is doing that inner work to help get you to remember who and what you truly are. It also, the releasing yourself from soul contracts, then also redeeming yourself to yourself, because it's like I've been, it's like Adonai and Gabriel have said, all sins are forgiven. You just have to rectify and redeem it with yourself internally. So that basically you own your shit. Best way to put it. And really own it, not just think about it. I mean, really think about it. And that releases you. So, and now the cat wants out. I can't win today. Interruptions, right? Um, Give me a second. Let me let the kitty out, okay? Give me just a sec. Be right back. You need to go outside, sir. Ambrose, you want to go outside? All right. Here we go. There you go. Yeah, it's cold out. Don't just stand there. Come on. We'll go to the patio door when you're done. Come on. Now you don't want out. Oh. Okay. I'm coming. Just give me a sec. Oh, interruptions. What would life be like without them? Oh, camera. Anyway, so, where was I? Oh, talking about what you all need to do. It'll help you remember who and what you truly are, what your mission was, because some of you may not be aware of what it is. Others are already doing their missions and not even aware of what they really are, who and what they really are, which is fantastic. But I'd really love for them to come around to the fact of what they actually are. But until then, at least they're on their missions. So that's fantastic. Miss Kelly, for instance, she's fantastic. I highly recommend her channel. It's called Kelly in the Raw, Kelli in the Raw. Kelly Coffee. She's fantastic for helping you get in touch with your inner abilities. Now, she's not fully aware, I don't think, yet of what she actually is. But yeah, she's definitely one of us. And she's definitely on track with her mission. She's doing her mission and not even aware. So that's fantastic. And that's one of my abilities, is I can look into the eyes of others. And if they're one of us, I know it instantly. And some of them, it's like, I mean, super instant. And what's funny is, I know they probably think I'm absolutely out of my mind, because I'll post underneath their videos, ones that I see on video, I'll post on there um, different things, and they probably think I've absolutely lost my noodle, but trying to help wake them up. Hopefully they get there, because we need as many of you as possible awake. You know, it's the cleanup crew, and it's not glamorous. Some of you, your missions are easier and more fun than others, but we all have them, and every one of them is just as important as the next one. So, keep that in mind. Many of you are in the process of trying to help those that have been affected by that attack on our DNA, on our genetics. Yeah, so much. But definitely keep trying to do that work, and soul revocation, getting rid of soul contracts. Because if you could, by mistake, make new ones and not realize it. So just release yourself from those, redeem yourself with yourself. Because the thing is, many of you, and the reason all sins are forgiven, and really it's a let you off the hook, because here's the deal. You have a virus down here that has been traumatizing you since the day you were born in various ways. And when I say virus, I'm talking about the evil here. And because of those assaults, that trauma, it's caused you to be reactionary in ways you wouldn't have normally been. And you may have done things out of desperation. And it's directly related to all the trauma going on. So it's really not your fault, but you still have to own your shit. Still have to do that, because you did do it. But it's just redeeming it with yourself and going, wow, that was really screwed up. Why did I do that? And part of the reason I think I've went through a lot of the things in my lifetime that I have was, well, this is some telepathy that's gone back and forth with Gabriel and Ed and I and myself, is so that I would have, and I hope this makes sense, because where I call home, that trauma stuff isn't going on, and we don't do the things that happen down here. And so for us, it's hard to equate the reasons you all may have done some of the things that you've done. So I think part of the reason I've had this bizarre amnesia, many of you have an amnesia too, and there's layers to it. But part of that reason was so I would learn exactly what's occurring down here, so I could see what was broken. Also, so I would have compassion and empathy for what's happening down here. So it wouldn't be because what, somebody judging from the outside without knowing what it's like to be on the inside wouldn't be beneficial or productive. So I think that's part of the reason I've had to go through what I've gone through in the way I went through it, including currently still going through it. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to be finishing up on the videos on Sir Dante's channel. I've gotten through over a year's worth plus a few. Just to see if there's any other little pieces of information that maybe I don't have or anything like that. But I'm going to be doing that. I want to get through it. I'm also being told by Gabriel that there's some things I need to get done. Some key things. Personal stuff I need to take care of. So I don't know. I've been getting lots of codes, tons of codes. I got another code that talked about this yesterday, I believe, and some other codes. So way behind on the codes, but I will, while I'm in the, trying to get that stuff done, I will do some code videos here and there in between to break the monotony and try to get sort of caught up, hopefully. I'm going to be, and I'll take better notes about the things that happen, including silly things like the reason it's cold is to protect you. Because certain ET races, they don't operate, and their ships don't operate in severe weather, turns out. So I'll try to remember to write down those silly little things that seem insignificant to me, which could actually be kind of significant and good information for you all. But I can't think of anything else right now. I hope I covered everything. I know I haven't. I'm certain. I'm positive. Absolutely positive. But I do hope you all have a really fantastic week coming up. I may not be doing as many videos, and I don't know about the regular Sundays or not. I'm going to have to play it all by ear because I've got a lot I need to take care of. And yeah. So anyway, I do hope this next week is really awesome. And I'll try to get with you guys if you have any questions or anything like that. If you feel like you have a mission and that you're definitely one of us, send me an email to criticalbreak@outlook.com. And we have a private chat room where all of us talk and discuss. And you're welcome to join that chat room. And I will send you a link to that. Also, anybody else that has questions or comments or anything like that, besides leaving them underneath the video, you can send them to that email as well. That email is also located on my About page of the channel and under every video. But trying to think if there's anything else. There's always one thing. There's always one thing. You know what time it is? Yeah, it's that time again. Let our little kids out to play. That is crucial. It's so important. Let your little kids out to play. Because things are tough right now, but they're going to get a whole lot better. But while they are tough like this, you really need to let your inner smartass out and let your little kid out to play. Because part of that inner work I keep talking about is you reconnecting with that little kid where nothing was impossible. Because truly, once you realize what you actually are, there is nothing that is impossible. But I love you guys. To the moon, way past the stars. way past them and back. And I do hope you have a wonderful week. And I'll try to stay in touch as much as possible. But I do have some things I got to take care of. Yeah. Talk to you soon. Okay? And do that inner work and that stuff I've been talking about all along. Keep up. Don't stop. Okay? Project that inner glow, the love out to others. Okay? And remember to appreciate those little things that you forgot. Okay? Anyway, talk to you later. Take care. Bye for now.